Stephen Edwards. Top national speaker for Anthony Robbins and Robert Kiyosaki. Leading expert on sales, persuasion, and communication. Personal and spiritual development executive coach. Clients and audiences include hundreds of top companies. Quantum Wealth, the 7 secrets to peace and prosperity. Mach Speed Sales, the 5 power principles of selling in a warp speed world. The New Order of Business, how to achieve platinum profits in the next 5 years.
Let me ask you a question. How many of you believe that it is important for you to be financially free? How many believe that's important? Okay. How many of you believe that it's important for you to have more time to spend with the people you love, the people you care about, doing the things you love to do? How many believe that's important? How many believe it's important that you have the time, the energy, and the resources to go back out and make a difference in society? How many believe that's important? But here's my last question for you. How many of you are able to do that right now at the level that you know you're capable of and that you want to do in this lifetime? We get a different result. We get a different answer. And the reason is that making things important in life is not enough. If it was, you'd already be doing it. The reality is we have to start making the things that are truly important to us imperative. I came over from England in 1989, but I grew up in England. And, you know, I came from very humble circumstances. Both my parents had pretty tough upbringings. So my mom learned how to make the penny stretch, which affected my life growing up because when my mother sent me to school, she sent me to school in school clothes that were going to last me my entire educational life. College too, right? So going to school was traumatic for me, because all the other kids would laugh at me, right? You know, look at this stupid kid, you're so stupid, you look stupid. And if you look stupid, what do people keep telling you? You're stupid. And when I went to school, the teachers weren't very enlightened either, so they used to call me stupid. And if enough people call you stupid, what do you start to believe? You're stupid, which ended up being an asset to me. So what I realized pretty young was, if I was going to find my way out of this pain, I was going to have to do something to help other people in the process. And everybody, when I went to school, used to play football. All the guys would play football. Before we got to classes in the morning, at break, at lunchtime, after school, we would... Oh, sorry, yeah. You guys call that soccer over here? Yeah. So, it's actually football, because you... Anyway, so I would have to find a way to make some money and enjoy playing soccer. So I would say to the guys, hey, John, listen, we need you on the team tonight. We're playing the school next door, Bernays, whatever school it was, right? And he would say, I can't play tonight. I'd say, well, why? Got homework to do. Okay. So if I get your homework done, would you give me a shilling? Which is 5 pennies, right? And he'd say, yeah, you get my homework done, I'll give you a shilling. Now that I know how to do his homework, I had no clue. I was stupid, remember? So I had to find someone to help me. So I would go and find somebody. I'd say, hey, Susie or Jane or John, listen, hey, can you help me with this homework? Because they were the smart kids. They knew the answers. Now, had the school found out that I was doing this, what would they have called that? Cheating, right? And that's why sometimes school sets us up for failure. Because they teach kids, or they used to, that you have to have all the answers. And here's the truth. You don't, and you never will. And in the business world, you have people who are smarter than you around you. If this moment you're the smartest person on your team's in trouble. So I did this, and I made some extra pennies. I made some extra money. I made enough money to buy myself some long pants and a decent coat. But what I learned in that experience is that if you find people have a problem and you have a solution, you don't even necessarily need to be able to solve it yourself. You can just put them in the hands of someone who can, and you can make a profit. So anyway, I decided that I was going to come and live in America. And I did that. I went home and told everybody what a great place this was. And I did that every year for 7 years. Until finally I went home, and a friend of mine said to me, Stephen, you keep saying you're going to go live over there. When do you think you're actually going to do something about it? As long as it's something you just keep saying you should do, It's never going to happen for you. You're going to wake up one day, 15, 20 years from now, and it'll be an unfulfilled dream. If this is what you really want, you've got to make it imperative, not important. When I first came over here, I didn't invest in real estate. I had a business. And what started to happen was I saw these patterns repeating themselves. I had a business and it would never work out. It would fail. I burned myself out because I wasn't doing what I was really passionate about. I wasn't following my dream. I wasn't following what I called my mission, my vision, and my purpose in life. Mission is the goal. The vision is what it looks like when it's accomplished. And the purpose is, how is it going to serve you and others? The why. And once I started to do that, opportunities started to come into my life. And I had an amazing opportunity to work in the field of real estate. But the first thing I did is I got my education. And before I started, I was living in a rented house with a friend because I couldn't afford to pay the rent on my own. My credit was shot. I was broke. And I'd just given up on the business that I had at the time. So I really had no job. And then someone knocked on my door and introduced me to an educational company in real estate and investing. And it was through getting that education that within 2 years, I was living in a multi-million-dollar home, a multi-million-dollar condominium on the water overlooking the Gulf of Mexico and the marina in downtown Sarasota. And I started out investing with just $60. And I got to live in that condominium for no money down and had no mortgage payment. Now, what do you call that? Call it a miracle, don't you? Right? That's amazing. But what I found is when you start to do that, when you start to live your mission, and you have a purpose and a meaning for your life, and you have a vision for your life, then miracles truly start happening in your life. Amazing things. My belief is, if you're here today, that you're looking for something more in life, that you know you deserve more, and you've been searching for that, and somehow you haven't been able to accomplish it because society has told you the next idea, the next trick, the next strategy is going to give you what you want. And the truth is, doing something is not going to get you what you need. It's not going to get you what you truly desire. If you write the word do down and the word have down, what word does that spell? Do have. I haven't seen that in any dictionary anywhere, have you? You know? But listen, if you write the word be down and then you write the word have down, what word does that spell? So if you be something, if you be what you want, if you be happy, what do you have? You have happiness, don't you? If you want to be wealthy, you've got to come from a place of abundance. If you say, I don't have any money, oh please Lord, I'm broke, I don't have enough to pay my bills, please send me some money. Where is that energy coming from? Abundance or scarcity? We've got to realize that if we make the change inside of ourselves, the external world has no choice but to reflect it back to us. What are you saying is possible or impossible? What are you saying to other people about yourself? If people walk around and say, you know what, I'm so stupid. I'm just so stupid. I do stupid things. What kind of a behavior do you think they're going to have? Stupid behavior. One of the most powerful forces in the human psyche is the need to remain consistent with who we believe we are. So if you walk around and you walk around believing that you're successful, you're believing that you're abundant, you're believing that you're wealthy, what's going to happen? You're going to start to behave like a wealthy person. You're going to start to look for information about becoming wealthy. You're going to start to talk to people about wealth. You're going to start to look for other people to model, and it becomes a focus. And wherever you put our energy, whatever we focus on is what expands in our life. So do our thoughts pull what we're thinking towards us? Yes and no. It's not necessarily just the words, it's the energy behind the words. There's two famous acronyms for fear that come to mind. One is FEAR, false evidence appearing real. And the second one is FEAR, forget everything and run. Most people tend to use the second one. So I've been fortunate in my life to have had the courage to step out of my fears. Not all of them, and I still have fear, and sometimes I forget everything and run. But what I find is I do that less and less, because every time I step out of my fear, I have to step into the unknown. And that is where I see miracles happening in my life, because I'm walking out in a faith in a power higher and greater than me. And when I do that, it always seems like providence comes to meet me, even though sometimes it seems like it won't. The truth is, every one of us is a salesperson. We're selling our ideas, otherwise they die on our lips. We're selling our children to do the right things in life. We're selling our spouse on the idea that we love them, we care for them, and they're always going to be there for them. We're selling other people on the idea that what we have to offer the world is of significance and value. Otherwise, we live a very, very, very poor quality of life. The truth is, nothing moves in the world until something is sold. And what most people don't even realize is that the word sales is derived from a Scandinavian word which means to serve. If you're in sales, if you're alive, then your obsession should be to help other people see the value that what your products and service brings to their lives or their business. Sales is about human connection. It's about authentic understanding. It's about helping other people see that what you bring to them can really enhance their lives or their business. Sales, bottom line, is about serving and sincerity. As I'm traveling around, people ask me, Stephen, why is real estate such a big focus for quantum wealth? And I often share with them this lightning bolt piece of information that just came to me one day. And that is this: they ain't making any more of it. I know, where does he get this stuff? But you know what? Really, it isn't rocket science. Throughout the ages, real estate has always been where the wealthy put their money, and usually where they made their money. Here's what all entrepreneurs and would-be entrepreneurs need to know. We are in the midst of the greatest transference of wealth in human history. The next generation of entrepreneurs is beginning to emerge. These entrepreneurs are going to not only change our world economically, but also socially and environmentally. I call this new type of entrepreneur quantum wealth entrepreneurs. They are going to have a profound impact. They're going to change the world. Right now is your opportunity to be among them, because these people are being minted right now. And becoming one of them gives you the opportunity to secure for yourself and your family generational wealth, and you can participate in saving us from ourselves. So Brian, let me ask you a question. On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being at the highest level they could possibly be, instead of peak performance, where would you say everybody's at right now? 7. Wow, that's really good. Unfortunately, we got to get to level 50. So, come on up, Brian. Come on up. Yes, 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 yes. Whoa.